It's live. Yay. Hey, all right, everybody. Hello. Good to see you. Wow. Welcome. Thank you, Jill. Good to see you all here tonight. Happy New Year. All right, Ivy's coming right up, but just want to make the announcement here for when you're posting your questions. Obviously, ask about anything as always, but when referencing a person living or deceased or a job, please include names. That helps greatly. It stops me from chasing you down, or maybe even bypassing your question. Here she is.
Hey, everybody. All right. Hope everyone's doing well. How are you guys? Hope everyone's staying safe. I was just saying on TikTok, I was exposed to Omicron 4 times in a 1-week period. So, it's literally everywhere. Hope everyone's being careful for yourself and for others. All right. On that note, I did put up my 2022 COVID predictions. You guys took a poll where you voted on if you wanted me to do 2022 predictions on the environment, technology, justice. I forgot what else was on there.
Technology,
economics, or COVID. COVID won. So that's out. Check it out here on YouTube. And I am going to be doing the other ones as well, just because I feel like they are really important, and they did actually get a lot of votes. So stay tuned for those. All right, looks like we got a bunch of people tuned in. Holy moly. All right, I'm not even going to say hello. Hi to everybody. Awesome to see you guys here. A couple quick announcements while you guys start posting your question. And if you are new here, just post one question because Polly is not going to give you 2. Spirit is a gentleman. Spirit wants everyone to have an opportunity. So Polly abides. Paul, how are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Very good. Paul, my adorable producer, will be taking your questions. He does appreciate it if you include names of anyone that you're referring to, whether it be a loved partner or deceased loved one, a pet that you want to hear from. And you guys can post questions about anything. This is my weekly Ask Ivy show where I take your personal questions. So paranormal, spiritual development, psychic, mediumistic, empathic, lost objects, anything goes. A couple quick announcements while you guys tune in. I do have a raffle going. This is super fun. I am giving away a free psychic mediumship course to somebody. So this is a $2,100 value. The class starts in April. Now, for those of you that want to get on the early bird waitlist for that class, you can go to psychicmediumshipcourse.com to get registered. But the raffle is, what is it? $5 for a raffle ticket, right? And then I think it's 5 tickets for $20 or something. So where do they go to do that?
They do that through Ivy League Psychic Academy.
Okay, so go to ivyleaguepsychicacademy.com, get your raffle tickets to be entered, and you could win the entire course for free. Also, I am offering, this is the second time, the Taste of Psychic Mediumship, a free 3-hour class on psychic mediumship. This is in April. You are going to want to get your foot in the door and get on that list early. The first time we had well over 500 people in a matter of days. It's a little bonkers, and I can only, bring in so many before Zoom starts to get nutty. We will be doing this in person, God willing, as well as on Zoom. Okay, so check that out. And again, the psychic mediumship course for April, the early bird registration is already open for that. So you guys can check it out. We are back, our monthly walk-in night psychic fairs. So last month we took off for the holidays. This month we are back. What's the date on that?
January 29th.
Is that a Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Saturday, January 29th is our monthly walk-in night virtual, wherever you are from the comfort of your own home. Psychic fair showcasing students and graduates of the Ivy League Psychic Academy for $15. You get 2 readings, reading and a healing. You can mix or match. Get your tickets now. That's also selling out fast. People really missed last month, so that's great. All right, how are we doing?
Good.
All right, very good. I want to ask everybody right now to please give this video a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. Please subscribe and check out the free mini classes I have up in the playlist, as well as our Roots Revival Interfaith Sunday services for church in the playlist as well. If you guys want to join to become a member to get like your monthly horoscopes, weekly spirit messages, monthly messages, and a behind the scenes exclusive Ask IV show once a month, you can hit that join button and see the 3 different tiers of memberships, and donations are always appreciated. Okay, are we ready to go ahead and get started? Let's go ahead. Who's first?
First up is Tamara.
Tamara.
Tamara would like any message from Spirit.
Any message?
Yeah.
All right. The first thing that I have coming through for you is grandmother on mom's side and your joy guide. Your joy guide watches over your mental and emotional well-being as well as your spiritual development. What they're both talking about with you is a coming out of sorts. It's almost like you're coming out of the closet. It's almost like you're coming out of a funk. It's almost like you're coming out of a place where you've been feeling little, small, down, reserved. It's a time in your life where you need to step out and really shine. You need to say what it is that you're thinking, and you need to do that within reason so that you understand when you're wasting your energy. No. You pull back, you detach. Don't waste your time on certain people or in certain situations, okay? Like situations where maybe people aren't very intelligent or they're toxic and they're looking to deliberately misunderstand you. You know, understand going out there with this new energy, how to conserve your energy for wiser things, for better things, for bigger things. And you seem to be going out and really feeding the light in the universe. You seem to be taking on some almost like leadership roles, you know, as a healer, as a mature person, as a wise person. And your value is being recognized more than I think it ever has. And so this is an exciting time for you. But leave behind the old. It's like shedding old skin, and be willing to go out there and shake it up. Okay.
Okay. This one is from Jan.
Jan?
Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Since my sister Kim is not going on our trip to Florida, what do my guides say about me going by myself?
Well. Let me see. You know, my feeling with this is that you were supposed to go regardless. I feel like these, or even like a series of trips. I don't even want, it's not even just about this. There could have been something like Boston that was also kind of in the making. I almost get that historical city, old school feel, but still near water. So there could be like 3 separate trips. This one, I think what you're referring to is Florida, if you didn't already say that, or like, I feel like I'm looking at the beach. Okay, so there could also be a trip to California. You may be looking at a series of opportunities for you to travel that you should definitely take. And just because she isn't necessarily planning on going right now or on this one doesn't mean she may not be involved later, or that there may not be some back and forth with her. And you may also find that you may only take like one trip alone. Okay. There also seems to be some male energy coming with you in the future. So we'll see how it plays out, but yes, you're supposed to. Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one is from Megan.
Megan?
Yes. Any messages from my mother, Gina?
Gina.
Gina.
Your mother comes up to your table, a dining room table, and puts a beautiful vase on the table and just is individually putting long stem roses in it. One of these are red. This is symbolic of a birthday or an anniversary right around this time. The other one is white. This is symbolic of healing. The other one is yellow. This is symbolic of you taking a trip, fun travel adventure, something new and joyous in your life. And I do feel like the most important one is she just sort of switches hands. So with the other hand, she's putting a pink one in. And I noticed that she did this with her right hand. And your right hand is your power out hand. So she's saying, this is where your power is in this pink rose. This is about a new business venture. This is about a brand new beginning. This is about a new career move. This can also be a new love. This could be a brand new start in your life. This is your ability to renew yourself and do what you really passionately want to do and have been wanting to do for quite some time. She's celebrating that with you, but she's sort of serene. She's very calm. She's very centered, and she just nods her head. She loves you very much.
We have one here from Tracy.
Tracy?
I have reconnected with a male friend, Keith. We connect. What's going on?
What's going on? His energy is like a ping pong game. I feel like I feel like I'm all over the place. I don't know what's going on in his head. He may not know what's going on in his head. I think that with some people, it's almost like watching a show. Sometimes it's like watching an avalanche come at you. Sometimes it's like it's like watching a circus performance. It's sort of like, what? How do we connect with this? How can I engage with this? And I feel like you're very good at watching the energy between the two of you and his natural way of existing and saying, I know what and when to contribute, and I know when to just sort of pull my energy back and detach a bit and not exert too much effort there, because he's kind of off on his own tangent, in his head and doing what he does. And that's not really a space for anyone else to be. Unless you're just gonna, it's like voyeurism. You're just gonna, watch him. So I think that as long as you understand that dynamic and you keep working with that dynamic, you're not going to be disappointed. But if you expect him to function like a lot of people do in a relationship where there's, always connection and, we're together a lot and there's this mindfulness all the time, there could be some disappointment there. But I think that you guys have a great way of sort of jiving, working together. You got your mojo going. You're in, you're out. It's back and forth, and it's a little bit chaotic, but it kind of works. And I think that you have some healing, growth, and lessons that you're supposed to be together for at least 4 months. So let's see how it goes after that. Yeah, fun.
Okay, we have one from Carrie.
Carrie?
What should I be learning to help others? I think it had something to do with plant medicine.
Oh, well, let's see. You do have a past life. I didn't see plants, but I saw you in what almost reminded me of a nursing uniform, and you seem to be dealing with people who either had the plague or they had like something that was highly contagious, something that a lot of people would not have been willing to go near. And you were doing it, yes, as part of your career, but it got to a point where you were almost doing it as a volunteer, sort of like what we're looking at with COVID right now, so I think also it's important for you to recognize when we choose to reincarnate, there's a reason you picked this time. You're basically reliving what you did. Okay, back when you're watching it, it's all around you happening, and it's triggering, this renewal in your work. So as far as plants are concerned, I think that there was another past life before that where you were working more with the plants, the roots, the herbs, almost looking like witchcraft, but it was more like shamanism type of work. And I think that you would have been very good at preparing these things and giving them out as elixirs or like oils, or some of them just look like dry, almost like teas and powders. So you seem to have many up on the shelves. And I think that you may not have collected any kind of money at that time. I don't really understand how you're supporting yourself, but that's another story, I guess, for another day. But you definitely know what you're doing, and people are definitely coming to you and trading with you. So let's look at it this way. If you were to start getting into nutrition, homeopathy, food, the concepts of like food as medicine, alternative medicine, including energy work, all of these sort of more holistic, but traditional ways of bringing healing to people, this would be something you may excel in, and you may pick up right where you left off there. So not necessarily having people purchase your services, but be willing to trade something, or even working with them is the energy exchange to start. Okay. You guys can book a past life reading with me at any time. It's up on my website. Okay. There's a lot there.
All right. This one is from Huntress Woney.
Huntress Woney.
I've had a dream about being sexually violated twice. What does this mean?
I think it's something from a previous life. Funny that these questions, Spirit, works through Paul when we choose these questions. Obviously, that's how this show is designed. So I feel like I've got to tell you something similar to what I told the last girl. Right now, you are in a circumstance in this life that is triggering these memories. It's triggering the continuation of work, and for you, triggering the continuation of healing that you need to do. Often when we start tapping into past life trauma, it's because you're trying to shed it once and for all. And it can come through nightmares. It can come through flashbacks. You're going to want to talk to your Akashic Record guide. I have a class up on the website called Meet Your Guides. I also have a free class here on YouTube in the playlist called Trauma and Past Lives, or Past Lives and Trauma. Paul, could you put that in the comments? And you're going to want to understand that these dreams can seem very real. It could look like it's you now, but it isn't you now. Sometimes you'll think it's you, but you look and the body looks different. There's sort of a mix match of appearance, but the situation always remains the same. It's a constant that the trauma is there. So it is time to deal with it. And you're probably being triggered by others around you who are dealing with it, or even it coming up a lot on social media. And once you conquer this, you're going to be in a better position to protect yourself going forward. I don't want to raise any red flags, but sometimes when things like this happen, we do have to be careful for our surroundings in real time and in very real ways. We don't want to relive that type of situation. It can almost feel like a premonition, and we should be mindful just in case. Carry your mace. My grandpa taught me never to go to sleep without a machete under my pillow. There are things that you could do to make yourself feel more secure, even if you're never going to use it necessarily. But don't be foolish. This is no time to be foolish, okay?
All right, this one is from Lily.
Lily?
Is my grandpa Robert giving up on living because he misses my grandma Robin, who passed away?
Yeah. Your grandma's here. I would rather talk to her for a second. Hold on a second here. So your grandmother loves you very much, and she wants you to say hello to everybody. She is doing really well. He is not doing so well, and she is basically calling him home, and he knows that. He isn't willing, she says, to try to push through this one, okay? And that's okay. And that's no one's job to try to force him to or convince him to, or that you got more work to do here, Grandpa. Like, he really doesn't. And I can't say for moral and ethical reasons when he's going to officially choose to go, but in response to your question, is he wanting to be with her and possibly giving up on fighting his health battles and things? Yes, I think so. And she validates that and wants you to just know that it's okay. She said what you're supposed to do is just give from your heart and be as understanding and loving as you can be, with him. And in time, she said, we all understand these things better. Right now, it may not make a lot of sense to you, especially in your heart. And I see your heart breaking. It's the one I'm going to lose my shit on. We have to be willing to support people where they are. Okay, we can't judge. And anyone who might come in and try to force him to be different, that would not be helping the situation. You be you, you be loving, and you give from your generous heart to him. Okay, that's all you really do. Okay, I gotta take a quick break.
That's okay. It's perfect timing. I do want to thank everybody who has donated. That means so much to us. For Tana, Tamara, Susanna, Tamara, Megan, Danielle, Jessica, Jossie. Thank you, everybody. And Ivy, your questions, your answers are really hitting home. Woni, Jan, Lily, Tracy also, thank you so much. Lots of hearts, and people are giving you hearts and hugs right now for your last answer. So it means a lot to everybody here as well.
And I know so many of us are in that boat, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to watch, and we're surrounded by so much, death and heartache right now. It's just overwhelming. But we're going to be okay. We are all where we're supposed to be. Okay. That's the important thing to remember. And there is more to come. So thankfully this isn't it. Okay. I'm ready for the next one.
Okay, good. Okay. This one is from another Tamara.
Another Tamara?
Yeah. It's a popular audience name these days. What gifts do you feel I have?
Psychic ability. So for sure, psychic ability. I would recommend that you focus on that before you focus on anything else. Your psychic ability is strong enough at this point. You're making accurate predictions. It's also strong enough. It could be creating some like paranoia or a sense of anxiety, nervousness, or feeling like the other shoe's going to fall. So what you want to do is get a handle on that. You want to learn discernment. We hope to see you at class. You want to maybe use a tool at this point like tarot. Paul puts out a great tarot class that teaches you not only how to use your psychic ability, but open up to channeling so you can evolve into mediumship. Okay. Most tarot trainings trap you with tarot. Don't get stuck using a tool right now because you could evolve beyond this and do a lot more for healing people. But I think that what you want to focus on is your timeline accuracy, your accuracy in regards to the difference between destiny charted future and free will future, which is a bit of a crapshoot. You want to also learn a little bit more about when to say something. Okay, so the discernment in understanding when it's appropriate to say something and when it's more appropriate to pull back for the greatest good. And I think that mediumship is like banging on the door, like just waiting. I would say that within a month, you may also be seeing an increase in your mediumistic abilities. The first thing you may notice with that too is that you're waking up, and this may already be starting between 3 and 5:30 in the morning, the haunting hour, and that you're getting a lot of ringing in your ears, tinnitus or like pressure in your ears. This can also cause anxiety. So as spirits are coming in to communicate with you more, you're going to need to start working there on boundary setting. Okay. This is a no, this is a yes, this is a I will deliver, this is a no way, whatever it is. And then we'll see how you combine these. Okay.
Okay. This one is from Rachel.
Rachel.
Should I continue the work to open a business with my dad, and the business is Meteor Exotic Aquatics?
I think so. I think that anything you do with your dad, it's interesting because I see him being there and then I see him sort of stepping out and away from this. So it may be that this is really more about you. It might be that this is something he feels he can hand down to you. He can help you get that foundation started so that you can build and expand off of this going forward. And I think that, this may actually lead into, when I said expand, it almost felt like maybe franchises or like multiple, similar locations, and also helping out a lot of people around you. So other people may be able to be employed by this place, be educated through what you do. There's a lot there. Yeah.
This one is from Danielle.
Danielle?
Yeah. Any spirits around me want to say anything to me?
I mean, it looks like your guides have been reaching out quite a bit, and I just feel like it's work related. I feel like it's really important that you're looking at your life contract right now and you're analyzing your work and you're saying, is this exactly what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this part of my life path? Is this part of my true journey, or am I sort of treading water and wasting time? Remember that a paycheck is not necessarily your life calling, and a paycheck is only going to stretch so far. It may put food on the table, but it doesn't help you in regards to fulfilling that contract. And so there needs to be a little bit more examination, and also the day-to-day where you're wasting energy. So this could be in some relationship dynamics where there are some leaky holes in your boat. Okay. You want to kind of plug that up. This could be in communication with others, how much time and attention you're giving to other people when you should be focused more on you, and even in social media or more lighter social contacts. It seems like you're needing to rearrange some things. It feels like a very serious time for you in development, but instead you're kind of doing the same old humdrum. Okay, so little shakeup going on here, yeah.
Okay, we have one here from Tiona.
Tiona?
Yeah. What does my brother Greg want to say to me? Greg has passed.
Okay. So when Greg comes through, he just pushes your chin up and he says, keep looking forward and keep going on. And it's like, don't stop. Okay, so stay focused on what's important. Tune out the noise around you. He also says there are a lot of people falling around you. There are a lot of people going dark around you. There are a lot of people that aren't worth your time or attention. There are a lot of people that are almost like trying to grab onto you because you're achieving things, because your prosperity is increasing. And it's almost like you're not even wasting your energy slapping them away as much as you just keep walking and focusing forward. All right, so he's helping you with that journey. He's so proud of you. He's just talking about how strong you are and how much your beautiful heart gives to others. So you seem to be able to help friends and like your community and like causes. You seem to really have a heart for humankind and even like the environment. And I see you doing more of this as you go forward. Good for you.
Okay. So this is from Samantha.
Samantha.
I have had tinea versicolor, which is a skin issue, for years. Is it a manifestation of something? Any advice to get rid of it?
What's it called again?
Tinea versicolor.
Tinea versicolor, a skin condition. For any doctors or nurses here in the comments section, everything is like moving right now.
That's windy.
Ooh. If you guys know anything about this too that you can recommend to her, please do so. So let's take a look at this. It does feel like it comes from a place of upset. It almost feels like an allergic reaction to circumstances and to energy. And so this feels past life to me. It feels like you may have also been born into certain circumstances that really cause for you to feel either violated victimized or like you're being minimized somehow, almost like entrapment. You don't do well with situations that are stressful and entrapping. You don't do well, possibly even in small spaces, okay, like claustrophobia type ideas. But I think that ultimately what you're supposed to be doing is purging of any limitations that you have put on yourself, that you have allowed others or circumstances to put on you. And you're coming to a place where you're, taking your power back and you're doing what you feel you want to do in life. I feel like the more you do what you passionately feel like you want to do, not what you have to do or are supposed to do, you're going to see this situation be less and less so. So energetically, that can fix it. As far as like clearing it up entirely, I can't prescribe or diagnose. So I almost feel like one of the things I'm looking at here, and somebody may suggest this in the comment section, but is almost like some kind of a cream or like a salve that goes on that feels natural to me. There may also be some version of it that you could take almost like a pill or a vitamin or a supplement that's calming. Again, what I keep getting with this is that it's almost like an allergic reaction, right, to that stressful energy. So calming from the inside as well. This may also involve like the liver, the kidneys, things like this. But again, I can't prescribe or diagnose. We're all sending healing. Let's all send healing to her. That feels really frustrating. Okay.
This one is from Colleen.
Colleen.
I've been dating Greg for 2 months. How does it look?
Well, a little slow. It's okay. There's not a lot there. It's not something that's necessarily going to like one day have a lot there or become, something dynamic. It's good. It's stable. It's predictable. It's comforting in some ways. It seems to fall a little flat, if you ask me, though. I think that when it comes down to you really feeling like ignited by this person, you feeling really intrigued by this person, you feeling like this person has ideas and really contributes, to your ideas and like growth and building together and all of that, I don't see a whole heck of a lot there. So how's it going? Fine. It's just sort of fine. It's not bad, I think it is what it is. Are you guys good company for each other right now? Yeah. That's kind of it. Okay. Are we done? Oh, okay.
This is from Krista.
Krista. Okay.
I had to say goodbye to my dog Diesel. A few months later, a feral cat came into my life. I brought her home, and she has so many of the same habits as Diesel. Is Kitten my dog Diesel's soul?
I don't think so, because I think this is like either this cat was already there, or this cat was already destined to come through as somebody else. But I do think that there's a lot of influence from the dog through this cat. So I would say no. I would also say that Diesel is influencing this cat and is working through this cat like channeling. So there are many times it may seem like it is literally the same soul. And we all do this, right? So like we channel all the time other people on the other side, wittingly and unwittingly. And so that's his way of coming through and making a connection with you. I do feel that him and this cat have a contract together. So we would say like there's a soulmate contract. There was a soulmate contract between you and Diesel. So what are these contracts are about teamwork. You're supposed to be working together to build, to heal, to grow in life. And this cat is part of your soul tribe. So there are connections here for sure. I feel like you really didn't miss a beat on, bringing in the next animal that can bring you the healing that you need. And let's remember that that's what they do. And that, through you working also with this cat and working with Diesel, now that Diesel's on the other side, I think you're going to be figuring out a lot more about your own healing abilities and how you're supposed to be giving them out to others. So this is telepathic, this is energy work, this is a lot of stuff. It's pretty intense. It's also connecting with angel energy, because angels are the healing entities in the universe, and we've got all those elements here. So it's an intriguing situation for sure. Love it. And he loves you very much. Okay. We are at time, guys. It was a pleasure working with you. If you did not get your question answered, you can put in an email reading with me or book an actual reading with me. So go to IvyRiveraPsychicMedium.com. Thank you, Polly.
You're welcome.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.